New York today boasts one of the largest natural harbors in the world. But it wasn't always that way. Towards the end of the last ice age, the port's wide entrance was blocked. 16,000 years ago, the melting glaciers left behind a 220-foot-high wall of debris. What powerful forces destroyed this rock jam? The prime suspect was a flash flood. In the 1960s, fishermen dredged up a giant mammoth tusk from the depths of the sea floor. Since the initial discovery, scientists have found hundreds more tusks and bones in the mouth of the Hudson River. It was as though a violent torrent swept the mammoths away and dumped their remains off the coast. And there were more clues nearby. Huge boulders resting on the sandy sea floor. The boulders must have been part of the ancient moraine that once ran between Long Island and Staten Island.
Based on the size of the boulders that we see here, we know that that flood must have discharged on the order of 1.5 million cubic feet per second. That's 3 times larger than the largest Mississippi River flood ever recorded.
300 miles north of the city, in upstate New York, Franzi tracked what might have been the flood's path to the Adirondack Mountains.
It doesn't take much of a stretch of the imagination here to imagine this valley filled with water, with these hills poking up through his island.
16,000 years ago, as glaciers receded, the meltwaters slowly filled up a huge lake geologists call Lake Iroquois. The ice dams holding the waters weakened. Eventually, the dams collapsed, causing sudden and devastating flash floods.
Lake level dropped on the order of 70 feet, and about 160 cubic miles of water were released into the Champlain Valley catastrophically.
The torrent raced towards New York City, 300 miles to the south. The floodwaters smashed into the ancient moraine, the huge pile of debris blocking the direct exit of the Hudson River. The gap that was created by the flood still exists. It's now a tidal strait called the Narrows. Today, the gap is spanned by the Verrazano Bridge. The channel is deep enough for even the biggest ocean-going ships. It's the most important entrance to New York City's harbor. Clues that could explain how New York became one of the world's great maritime cities.